Hi, everybody. I was eating a snack. I'm so happy to be here. Let me scoot this closer. It's Thursday. It's Money Day. It's a great day to align your frequency with luck and money and love. And I love teaching on this because I feel like no matter how much I talk about it, people forget that Thursday is Jupiter Day, the day of money and all of the fun things. And it's a great day to have a money practice. So I do want to follow up with some of you from our last Thursday talk about having a practice for yourself that you have built to focus on your money and draw money in. Because as I've mentioned on other calls, if you avoid money or the things that go along with money, money is not going to come to you. Money is going to pause. You're going to start to feel scarce about money because you are basically, one, you're hiding away from it, right? So I like to bring back the analogy of if money was your best friend, but you decided to ignore money, not trust money, not give it a safe place to land, why would it come to you? Right? So you have to think about it on that level. Hi, everyone. Feel free to let me know where you're tuning in from. So when you're learning how to do luck and money drawing magic, one thing you have to remember is one, it always works. And two, it always is a reflection of your own energy. It always is a reflection of your own energy. Because when you start to get into candle working or working with elements, meditation, when it comes to luck and money drawing, you're only going to be able to pull in the capacity of your own self. And so sometimes people are like, why isn't this, working thing happening as fast as I want it to? And it's like, well, usually if that's happening, that means there's something in you that makes it difficult for the money to flow to you, or makes it difficult for you to magnetize the money to you, or opportunities to be able to get the money. And that's another thing I'll actually add for number 3 is, money drawing and luck drawing stuff, workings, whatever you want to call them, practices, rituals. Sometimes they will come in the form of cash, depending on the type of working, and sometimes they'll come in the form of an opportunity for you to make a lot of cash, and you have to jump on it really quickly. Happy Thursday. Hi, Nia. How are you? How's it going? You look lovely. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you. I feel really good today. I was actually feeling a little tired. So I just woke up from a nap, and I feel like after this, I'm going to do some workings for people because I know some of you have candle workings and orders that you placed. I'm going to do that and the tarot readings, and then I might go lay back down because I just feel like today my body's like, please lay down. Please lay down. We're processing a lot. And I'm like, okay. Thank you so much. How are you doing today? I'm following up again with everybody. What is your money practice that you are doing today? Did you create a money practice? Because we talked about that last week and the week before then. If not, what are you doing right now for your finances? But again, back to, luck and money drawing. If you, inside of you, if you are someone who carries fear or worry or any sort of scarcity mindset, even if it's for a different area of your life, it's going to affect your finances. And even if you do that working again, like pay attention to all the opportunities that come to you immediately after you do it, because sometimes it's a text message, sometimes it's an invitation, Sometimes it's like, oh, do you want to go dancing? Or, oh, do you want to, right? I think about so many times on my journey when I've done money workings, right? Like, let's say I'm in a pinch or something. Like, I'm like, okay, I really need some luck. I really need some luck. But one, I fully believe in my own energy and my capacity to attract and manifest money, in tandem with God and my ancestors and my guides. And two, I know that my frequency can pull in opportunities quite easily. And I know, because I don't have as much fear as I did like 4 or 5 years ago, that if someone's like, hey, do you want to go on this trip? And I'm like, yep, because I just did a candle working. So there's something there for me. As many of you saw, just like that other Costa Rica trip, which led me to a bunch of important people, which then led me to blah, 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 which then led me here. Like, you just have to kind of follow the opportunities. And it's as my other friend says, life is like a scavenger hunt. It's the same thing with your money working sometimes. But if your intention is like, I need quick cash, which I've definitely done before. And actually tonight in Z School for the Gifted, I'm going to give you one of my favorite quick cash rituals. I have done those workings when it's like, okay, I've got bills or I've got rent and I really need the money ASAP. Or I'll like speak to a certain saint and be like, please, please help me. And the money always comes when it needs to. Same. I've been tired, but I've been heavily transmuting, currently sitting outside, getting some fresh air. I love that. Yeah, this energy right now is very, it's like sitting on a conveyor belt. And like, you know how like they do all the things on a conveyor belt, like at one station it like seals you or like washes you, the next section it like dries you, the next one it like puts you into a little baggie, the next one puts a sticker up. Like, that's what it feels like, this energy. It's like we're all sitting on this conveyor belt and like still manifesting, and we're like, okay, like how long are we going to be transmuting and doing stuff? And Spirit's like, oh, there's another one, boop boop boop, go this way. That's exactly how I feel. How are your dreams? I've been consistent with my ancestor money. Yay! How are you doing with your, and anybody can respond. How's everybody doing with their money budgets? I also might do like a feng shui money class for one of the days for Z School for the Gifted, because it's always on a Thursday. Hi, Elle, how are you? I'm tired today, but I got up early and got my appointment done. Heck yes. Yeah. It's like, I feel, when this is a weird analogy. I've got a lot of analogies to him. I don't know why. I feel like it's the only way for me to explain how I feel. If like you're rolling out dough and you don't put enough flour and then the dough's like stuck to the pin, that's how I feel. It's like, why are you stuck like this? Or maybe you're making dumplings for chicken and dumplings. And you're like, oh, it's stuck to my hands. I really want to cook, clearly. And yes, that's a great example. Yeah, so I'm like, what's happening? I feel kind of drugged a little bit. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna lay the hell down. I'm just gonna go to sleep and I'm gonna clear my calendar. I didn't even set an alarm. I was like, my body kind of wakes up when I have an appointment for some reason. And I woke up and was like, okay, gotta go live. And I feel so much better. Doing well with a budget, but hitting a wall with continuing to work as much as I do. Been doing this work too much for so long. Okay, when you say a wall with continuing to work as much as I do, like your physical day-to-day work, and then been doing this work too much for too long, is that the same type of work, or do you mean a different type of work? Just want to understand what you're saying. Hi, Aubrey, how are you? I'm asking everybody what their how they're feeling today and where you've been at with your finances and your money practices. And tonight I'm going to give you one of my favorite quick cash money spells. And also something to remember is anytime you do a working, you have to be extremely grateful, and you can't just pull. Like, some people will do a working and just do it from a place of anger sometimes. Like, I've seen people do that, and I'm like, yes, you can manifest it, but it's going to come in a really bad way. Like, if you do a working and you're super, super upset, it's going to slingshot back at you. Like, let's say you're like, okay, I need $1,000. I'm really angry because someone did blah, blah, blah to me. And then you do a working for $1,000 and you light your candles. Like, it's almost like either the money is going to come to you in a very upsetting way, or something is going to happen in the situation that you were just in order to pull the money to you. Like, it's like, be mindful of how you do your workings. And again, just make sure your energy is really balanced. Okay, great question. Same work, mental health and crisis work. I see. There's also a lot of intense energy going on right now. Are you taking time to take naps and resting and not giving away so much time if possible? But there's a lot going on in the world, like a lot in the world. I was feeling that the other day. And my friend was like, "How are you?" And I was just kind of like glazed over. I was like, "A lot of people need a lot of help." And they're like, "What?" I was like, "I'm just at capacity." That's all. I transferred my money from my Ameriprise and I'm still budgeting. Yay. Good. And how's everybody feeling with their money practices? I'm feeling good today, just super busy on mommy duty. Aww. How old are your kids? I can't remember. I can't remember how old your kids are. But do your best right now because the portal is still open. Take care of your stuff. Take care of your stuff. Apparently, take care of whatever stuff you need to do. But also, I was trying to say take care of yourself. So if you have things in your day-to-day practices that need to go, make sure you cut them out. If you have any mindsets that you're struggling with recently, again, write them on a piece of paper. What's wrong? Paper, and burn them. So you can cut ties and work your money bowl today. Pay your bills. Make sure you know what's coming. Like, be in the habit. How would your highest self, which you are like should be embodying every single day, how would your highest self manage themselves and their finances? Right? How would they move day to day? What would they do if they were frustrated, if they were trying to switch careers? How would they actually be acting? And also, if they knew that money was infinite and they could manifest money, but they also wanted to build their business, how would they be moving? And are you moving in the same way? Hi, Dee. I'm glad you're doing better. Oh, you have 2 boys. Ooh, 4 and 6? That's those are close in age, and those are some active ages. Like, those are not like, I like to call it the blubber phase, where they're just like highly dependent on you. Starting at like 1, it's like jungle gym. Life is jungle gym. 2, it's like you better make sure you drink your water today. 4 and 6 is like they've already got minds of their own. I applaud you. I give you a gold star. Oh, I'm feeling like I can bring things in from the quantum through my imagination. So I'm going to do that with my money, in a higher vibration with money. I love that. Absolutely. You should do that. Absolutely. Like, navigate in your most, magical energy. We kind of touched on it a little bit last night of being in that attraction frequency and being in the flow with money. Like, now money should, like, you should be investing money. Like during this last week with this eclipse, if people have been like putting themselves out there, or you've been getting invitations to do things, I hope that you said yes to them. Like I hope that you said yes to them and were like moving forward if they were aligned and taking action, because it's a huge portal and it's only going to get larger for the second eclipse. And in between, there's a lot of portals as well. I'm hearing gratitude with what I've got right now and where I'm at, and with what I've been doing. Like I've posted YouTube vids and TikToks. Yay! Yeah, just focus on putting your energy out there. Just focus on putting your energy out there. Don't even focus on the views. Just focus on like feeling good. The views will come. Like huge accomplishment. Just, yeah, keep putting yourself out there. I love it. I love it. Yes, very active. The younger one is feeling a little under the weather today. Oh, do they have a cold or some sort of bug? Yeah, they're very active. They're very, very active. My gosh. When I would babysit, it was like, even my little cousins, my family was always like, "You're great with kids. Here you go." And I was like, "Bruh, my mom's the youngest of 10. My dad's like the middle of 7. Do you know how many kids are in this house right now?" It's like, I'm like this tall. I'm like this tall. I'm like, my little cousin over here is a little bit of a klepto, and I gotta like keep an eye on him, or else everybody's money is gonna go missing. Like, I think you should really handle your own child today. They're like, just feed him. You feed him. I also just published a website, just put it out. Amazing. It helped me open and expand. Yeah, having another avenue of your self-expression is a great way to feel expansive. Everybody in here is crushing it. I saw your fairy scavenger hunt today too. So cute. Yes, a little fever. There's been some folks who have been getting sick, I've realized. I wonder what it is. Someone here, one of my friends actually, I think it's a weird strand of COVID. But I'm not really sure. We think it's like spiritual COVID, but I'm pretty sure it's COVID. Because ancestors kind of speak a little loud sometimes. And the medicine they were telling her to get was COVID medicine. She's been out for like a minute. And now she's in like the chest phase. Like, I didn't get sick. Her daughter didn't get sick. None of our other friends got sick. But I like, we were laughing because I was like, be careful what you say out loud. You never know how the universe or the ancestors are going to respond. And the land that we're on is so like wish granted. Like, it's very much so like anything you say just comes. And she was like, because she moved into her new place, she's like, I gotta like do a gut reset. And I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, you were living with someone, like, you gotta clear out that energy. And she's like saying all this stuff. And then it was like next day, she was like, I don't feel good. She's like, how are you? And I'm like, I'm solid. Like, I was like, you were just saying you wanted like a cleanse. She's like, I have to be careful. Nice, congrats. Awesome. Thanks, Sia. Hi, Victoria. How are you? And if anybody missed it, I'm going to teach one of my quick little fast cash spells in class tonight. For those of you who are attending, don't forget to bring your tarot deck. It's Tarot 101, and we're also doing the spiritual Q&A, and then I'm going to teach you the money ritual because it is Thursday. It's money day. Yes, feels heavy right now, but all is going really wonderfully. Yeah, taking more naps, more time caring for my body, more time with my partner and kitties, and being playful and restful. I love that. Yeah, you just gotta be in the moment, and allow that sense of frustration and time to come up, because a lot of times when you're enjoying your life, all of a sudden all these old emotions or things that have been kind of on your mind, in the back of your mind, start to come forward, because you've created safety and peace and happiness in your life. And so now the parts of you that have been ready to be released, but you and like other people have not been able to create the container for them to come out, they now start to come out because they feel safe enough to come out. It's like getting a cat for the first 2 months, except for these cats. They're not shy whatsoever. But like if someone were to adopt a new cat or something like that, like there's always that they're going to hide for a while. They're going to hide for a while, maybe get to know you. And then when they feel safe, they'll come out. It's very similar, very similar. I was just explaining this to someone on a call yesterday. And they're like, I don't know why this is all surfacing at one time. And it's like, well, you've been focusing on your health, and now you have the capacity to be able to experience these emotions on a deeper level. And there's not as many blocks and walls of trauma there to keep it at bay. You're not fighting it anymore. So like for anybody who might be feeling a little like, what is this? Like do your best to express gratitude, because that means that you're actually creating a lot of safety in your life. And that's a good thing. Like it's a good thing that also you feel, as I like to say, when you start to feel sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. I'm like, that's always this. I love coming in during that part, because I'm like, this is the sweet spot when anybody like books a call and they're like wanting to join More Than Worthy. They're like, I'm just tired of. I'm like, this is the best place to be in. Like, I'm like, this is when the magic happens, because you're aware, you don't want it anymore. And that means life is going to start changing. And now you just need to use what you have and create new tools to alchemize through this energy so that it's less likely to come back down the road. But that's why I always say, like, when you follow your rituals every single day, even on the days when you feel really good, because people tend to not follow the rituals when they start to feel really good. It's like they just drop off because they're like, oh, I don't really need it subconsciously. And they start to feel not so hot. Like when you're super consistent with feeling good, it makes it easier to continue that progression. This resonates so much. Oh, yay. Safe enough to feel it all. Yeah. And yes, sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. Exactly. You get to that point. You're like, no, I'm over this. And, one of the most powerful things to do is like, I'm over this. I'm facing this. Right? I'm facing this. For a long time when things were going well for me, and then all of a sudden I would be hit with all this old like scarcity and houselessness and not having food. Like it was just like boom, 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 boom. And then I was just like dreams of the past. I was like, no, I'm facing this. I was like, I'm tucking myself back into bed and I'm gonna face these friggers. I was like, oh no. I would sit down with my journal, light my candle, and I'm like, I'm facing this. I don't care. I'm facing this. I'm tired of this. I don't want this anymore. I'm done. That's just the phase you're in, Claire, and it's great. Yes, being sick and tired is so real. It's a motivator. It is a motivator, because like there's only so many times, that someone like me can be like, well, that the way you were doing things before wasn't working. So are you ready to change? And sometimes they're like, yes. And then they don't change for a little bit. They're not quite sick and tired of being sick and tired until they hit that wall again, and it smacks them even harder this time. And then they're like, I'm tired of this. I'm like, there we go. Let's go. Let's go. I needed a little bit more heat from you. And it's a gift from the universe, right? It's you're being redirected to do your healing. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you go into hermit mode, but maybe you do. Maybe you do for like a couple days. And that's fine too. Especially if you have the means to be able to do that, if you have the schedule to be able to do that, if like you just need a reset. I have to do that all the time. And moving here, for example, I give myself a ton of grace. It's like running my business, hitting the ground the minute I got here. Like I didn't pause my calendar or anything like that. And I'm like, I know I'm going to hit days where I'm going to be like, what is it, Wile E. Coyote, and just like not be graceful. And that's okay. It's okay. I'm just going to put myself to bed. I'm going to drink some water and we're going to be just fine. We're going to be just fine. It's like you talk to yourself. We're going to be just fine. If you need to do that, we're going to be just fine. You can rub your arms and just say, we're going to be just fine. Actually, rubbing your body is really good for you. It's really good for you. How many of you like physical touch? Do any of you know your tendencies? I mean, not your tendencies. Your love languages? The way you communicate love is also similar to how you operate with money. People don't put that together, but it's a whole ass truth. Boom. Let's talk about it. What are your love languages? If you don't know the formal names, it's okay. You can just tell me whatever is necessary. I have my cup of cacao here. I'm just nervous next to my computer because the other day I went to grab something and I don't really spill a lot of stuff, but I fucking knocked it down. Luckily, missed my computer, but it got my art piece. I was like, eh. I think acts of labor out of love, acts of service. Okay, so acts of service is one of them, and do like physical touch, but I'll definitely do things out of love. Have you taken the love languages, Elle? Have any of you taken the love languages? I invite you all to take the love languages quiz and check it out. Check it out. So I'm assuming that the first one you're saying is acts of service. So you enjoy when people will help you out with things day to day. And physical touch. You like touch. I got to retake the love languages. Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah. I highly recommend taking those things as much as you need to. Obviously, you don't need to do it every other week, but every 6 months. Why not? Even 3 months, depending on how quickly you're healing. It's going to change. You should track it. I did that one time for 2 years. As I started to heal, and then I started to realize with a lot of my clients too, their love languages were matching how they did their finances, right? Because let's say you like acts of service, so you may also help, or you may also like when people help you with your finances or pay for things. You start to see these little things that are kind of attached to it. Or let's say you enjoy quality time or something. You're someone who likes to spend time with people, undivided attention. Your money will usually grow when you can focus, undistracted when you do your finances, or continuously educate yourself on finances, because you need that knowledge. You need that connection to money in order for you to feel really good. Because the love languages it's just a language, and love and money are very similar frequencies. So physical touch, even some people love cuddling, they love holding hands. Some people like physical cash, or they like to buy things. They like to have that physicality with their money. Like they like to have access to money so they can have the ability to buy something and hold it. Like it's very similar. Giving you all some gems right now. I like helping, also being helped. Gift giving is one of mine. I'd make homemade gifts. Yeah, which kind of ties into like acts of service, right? In terms of money, too. Like some people do not like gifts or giving gifts. People don't even like spending money. I definitely enjoy quality time. Me too. As of right now, acts of service, words of affirmation, everything else is tied. I love that. So Nia, I want you to reflect on right now, and then you can write in the chat how it resonates with how you connect with money. Make the connection. I definitely think money and love are similar frequencies. That's why it's been hard to experience money in a lower vibration. Yeah, it's impossible. Love and money are like almost identical because you need to experience love in order to receive money. Most people do not love themselves and don't believe in their worth. And so they will experience hardship over and over again, or like not be able to take care of themselves, or, like expect others to do it, or they'll blame other people because they have an imbalanced view of love, and their capacity for receiving love is very low. So their capacity to receive money is very low. Because money loves you already. But if you don't love yourself, there's no way you can recognize money loving you. Money wants to come in. Money wants to give you hugs. But if you're like, it's not my style. Money supports every single aspect of your life. Money itself is a provider. If you went around with that kind of view of like, wow, money loves me so much, it literally provides for me and my cacao, how would you feel? Would you not love on money so much? Be like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on, think about it. How do you treat money? What is your energy around money? Do you love money? Are you sick of money? Are you angry at money? Are you like desperate for money's attention, but you don't respect money? You ignore money? Are you bossy to money? Like you're like, didn't I tell you that I need something? I want you to write in the chat. I want you to write in the chat. How do you treat money? What's your frequency with money? Are you scared of money? Does money scare you? Things on my computer. Does money scare you? How do you feel? Come on, people, I want you to write it in the chat. We're doing breakthroughs today. Almost. Write it in the chat. Don't be shy. Money is beautiful. Money is my fairy godmother, a mentor I worked with, told me to give money a name to. Money loves me. Money used to confuse me, but I know she's my homie and helps me. Exactly. Yeah, you can give money like any sort of name. I love that. Your fairy godmother. Is that the name you gave money? Your fairy godmother? I love when people help me and get things for me. Yeah, see? In terms of making money, I really like when people help direct me to align opportunities and ways I can make money in direct ways. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense for your love languages, because you also enjoy words of affirmation, right? And words of affirmation is just communication. Like, it's just communication. So you enjoy being directed towards money. So you having a balance of surrendering with money but also realizing that money loves you and being an entrepreneur, right? Because sometimes being an entrepreneur is learning how to hold the container for money and learning to see the opportunities, but having a balance of the other ones as well, right? Because sometimes the shadow aspect would be not necessarily moving too far into waiting instead of living, and then money not flowing too because you're like too far into hermit mode. So like finding that good balance. And also, you know, what you're saying is you love being directed. So for someone like you, coaching, like being around a coach, just like myself, like you're going to thrive in that area. Like, because that's how you receive information. That's literally how you receive love and information. That helps me focus on closing the deal rather than trying to find the deal. Ah, yeah. Attract the opportunity. Definitely have to attract the opportunity. There's always correlations with the love languages. Like I'm very much so like an acts of service. So I enjoy when people help. Like I got really good at receiving because I'm also a projector, right? My energy in human design. And so I have to like magnetize these opportunities and then I can like jump on them when they're there. And so I would be like, I put myself in environments where other people love like giving opportunities. So then I can be provided for and create money from that. Like getting good at receiving help and being open to that, really. And quality time. Like I've always loved money and I've always loved learning about money. And so I create money rituals so that I can sit there and learn about money, even if it's just me. Like I'm like, me and money are having a conversation today. Yes, she's is it Lucina or Lucinia? The fairy godmother. I got the name from a video game. I think experiencing money in the lack scarcity ways hasn't aligned with me. That's why I was confused about it too. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Yes, absolutely. Been awakened. I see it's definitely a high frequency. It's love, and we are innately worthy of receiving and having it and giving it in a balanced flow. Absolutely. Energy is money. Money's your best friend. Money's your best friend. I think I've been too in the shadow side working on empowering my way out. Yeah. Sometimes it's easy to do that. It's so easy to do that. And like, especially when you're healing and doing like hermit mode type of things, you have to you get to the point where you're like, okay, I have to actually become like, one, I have to be able to receive. So I have to do the healing around that. But I also have to work alongside spirit, ancestors, and all these things to provide for myself. Like an active service can also be the active service of providing for yourself and empowering yourself to do that. And that, you know, sometimes, yes, money will fall out of the sky. Most of the time, spirit's going to give it to you as an opportunity. And sometimes it's a coach. Sometimes it's a party. Sometimes it's walking down the street. But you have to like be a part of life in order to receive it. You have to be a part of energy, life force. Oh, that's interesting. I'm a Manny Jen. Ah, okay, that makes a lot of sense. So yeah, you should be living life a little bit differently. But like the self-starter part of you should be a lot stronger because you're a Manny Jen. So that makes sense because you're working out of it. Does anybody else know their human design? Yeah, you got the name right. Thanks. Cool. Yes, receiving help is wonderful. I'm gonna keep seeing what money rituals are. I definitely have an easier time imagining things also, and I can use what I've got right now to help me too. Yeah, whatever aligns with your energy. Whatever aligns with your energy. I always use a combination of stuff, but sometimes depending on the day, I don't. But I'm a very strong visual person because I'm also an artist. And I love rituals and I love candle magic and I love money bowls and all. Like I work with the elements, like everything is energy. So I use all my tools to kind of orchestrate stuff for myself, and it's what my ancestors taught me. So whatever aligns with your energy, definitely do that. Like cutesy props, crystals, fake coins, treasure chests. I love that. I can write a love letter. Yeah, do it. Do a whole money thing. Make it look like a mermaid, whatever. A wishing pond. I love wishing ponds. Being a part of your community is definitely helpful for my energy. I don't know my human design or how to find out. Yay, I'm so glad it's helpful. Yeah, if a lot of you can just Google it and find a free one, and then you just put in your date and time and stuff, and it'll tell you your human design. I know for a fact Claire is a reflector. Now I know Nia is a Manny Gen. I'm a projector, which is why I have to I magnetize opportunities, and I have to be in the habit of not burning myself out because life doesn't work that way. For me, like it just doesn't. Like I cannot. Rest is like a language that I had to learn, and projectors help guide the rest of the human design signs. Yeah, I took hermit mode a little too seriously. Sometimes you gotta. It's life, right? I've had some fears surrounding getting back out in the world and getting things wrong again. I know it's part of the process, but just being real. I love that honesty. It happens. It totally happens. It totally happens. And then once you do that one scary thing, it gets easier. Then you do the next scary thing. And you just gotta keep going and figure it out on the way. And that's okay. It's nice to be cozy inside. And again, sometimes you gotta have those days where you're cozy inside, and then some days you don't. And you have to ask yourself, is this good for me? Or am I actually hiding away from the world and sabotaging myself? I feel you on that, Nia. Enjoying my piece a little too much. LOL. That's a reading I've gotten before. Yeah. You have to get out of hermit mode and not be so scared. I also sometimes with people who have in the past been like heavily have had a history of depression or things like that. It's something to really look for on a spiritual journey, because it's kind of like a slippery slope, and sometimes you are put into that space, but you also need to get out of the space. And so when that tends to happen in my own life, like I've learned, one, I see it coming, and two, I just start scheduling things outside. Like I make shit difficult on myself. Like I'm like, oh, like you think you're just gonna stay inside? Why don't you just I curate stuff on purpose to make my life uncomfortable? Because I'm like, I have to go do it now because I did it to myself on purpose. Like I will literally just do it that way. Because I'm like, why? Like I know that doesn't serve me anymore, and it's counterintuitive to what I actually want to do. So if it's like, oh, I'm only going to get half my grocery list, so then I have to go back and get the other half. And I'm going to make it really awkward. Like I'm going to get, like things that go together, I'm only going to get one of them. So then I'm like, oh, I can't even eat it. You just start tricking yourself. I'm going to Google that. Yay. And let you know. Yeah, let me know what it is. I believe that I'm a projector also. Oh, fun. I don't meet a lot of projectors. You got a handful. I wonder what your kids are. Yes, the comfort is nice, and show yourself you can go outside and it's okay. It's so much easier once you just do it and show your brain you're safe. Yeah, you just have to do it over and over again. I started to feel a little hint of it when I was here. I was like, give yourself grace, homie. Like, it's a whole different language. like I was like, no, fluent now. Like, it's just, you just have to go out and explore. Even if it's weird, even if it's fucking awkward and things happen, and it's up to you to decide how you're going to experience the world. That is the biggest lesson with anything in life. You are responsible for how you experience the world. If you start to feel like, oh, I'm nervous, I'm scared, I'm all these things, it's because you are consciously choosing to also experience the world in that way. You are capable of rewriting your experience of the world and your story. You are capable of shifting your energy and saying, it's amazing outside, I'm going outside. Like, you have the ability to do that. Same thing with your finances. I have the ability to receive and make money. I'm going to rewrite my story, and this is what I'm going to do going forward. Oh, hearts. For me, you are manifesting dinner with sacral authority and 3-5. Oh, cool. Designed to multitask creatively by waiting for yes response before acting. I love that. Of course, you're Manny Jen. I love it. I love it. I love it. How's it resonate? It feels like that hits on the nose for you, actually. There's more, but that's the gist. People don't go down the rabbit hole with that. You're gonna love it. People don't realize that they are responsible for how they experience the world. Yeah. You are, everybody, you are fully responsible. Hi, Nell. Is it Nell? Hopefully I'm saying it right. Where are you feeling the attack? Where are you feeling it? Are you near a body of water? And how clean is your space? How clean and warded is your space? Okay. That hits the nail on the head, or whatever the expression is. Yeah, I figured. You should read more about it. If you can bathe and you feel safe to do that in a body of water, I would definitely do that. Start with your head first, cleanse it. If you even have African soap, I would do that as well. You can pray Psalm 91, and you also need to ward your space. I woke up this morning and could not walk. Like analysis paralysis, or usually you walk. And where is the attack coming from? Just a shower. Like, you only have access to a shower? If you only have access to a shower, shower in salt water, or you can get indigo cubes, mix it with coconut water, mint, holy water, and Florida water, and you can put it all over your body and rinse it. My space is so clean. The dude who came to clean the dryer vent was like, did you just move in? This place is so clean. I'm like, yay! I love it. Who else is cleaning their space like Elle? Well, thanks. Yeah, take care of yourself. Make sure you ward your space. Don't just clean and clear, ward it. Like, reinforce the energy of that space. And you can ask the land spirits to help protect it, but you need to like seal your surfaces with energy, like all sorts of stuff. You can light a red candle for extra protection as well in the meantime, but it feels like it's on your physical body. So cleanse your physical body. I've been cleaning also. I love that. Me too. It's in the energy. Like we're like you will be guided to clean. You have to keep everything clean, especially in the spiritual space. One, it's just good hygiene. I've always loved cleaning. Makes me feel nice. But it also helps your brain. And you should treat your stuff well. It's like a sign of respect for your things. Like I appreciate what I receive from the universe, from God, my ancestors, from money, from Lucinia, right? Like, oh, I love you. I'm gonna respect you and make sure you're clean because I take pride in what I do. What is happening with my phone? Yeah, cleaning helps so much. Yes, cleaning is important for energy, but you cannot forget the protecting. You cannot forget the warding and shielding after you clean. I have a few more things to donate this weekend and get my smoke detector, and that'll be great. Woo! That's exciting. That is hugely exciting. Do I have anything to give away? I actually thought about giving some of my clothes away. I can't decide. I might just pull some cards on it. Sometimes that's my favorite way of doing things. Let's ask the cards. Just throw a card. Yes or no? It's kind of a reckless way of living, but it's fun. Cleaning, yes. Yeah, I'm glad you're cleaning. Definitely glad you're cleaning. And also if anybody, cleaning with lemon is very lucky. So you can do that as well. Lemon is also very protective. This is so good. This is the best cacao I've made. Definitely. Definitely. My little fairy bear symbol is definitely my money fairy mother. I'm also imagining a gold white light surrounding my place and fairy lights. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love twinkle lights in general. I used to have like a really big money tree. And since I work with fairies, I always put twinkle lights on it because like lights and magic and all this stuff. And that was where I did like my money things. And then eventually Lakshmi started showing up and I was like, this is great. More fairy lights. Put fairy lights everywhere. And then what I did also, which was really fun, like Elle, you would like this, but I had like these like bookshelves, or like drawers basically, but they were the ones that had the clear glass in them. And so I took fairy lights and I lined the inside of all of them and basically like made them droop like this. And I put like all these mushrooms and all these things in there and then put my books and stuff. And then I put like candles and crystals inside my bookshelf. So then all my bookshelves also looked like a fairy wonderland. And it was a lot of fun. And they were all connected. So then I could push a button and then it would turn on and my like money tree would light. It was like a holiday festival. And then I did the same thing to my room. And then I had like one wall was all white and it was a projector movie thing. So then I would watch projector movies and then I would put all the lights on and my books would be all twinkly. It was very fun. It also encouraged me to read more, which was great. Yes, lemon does. Yes, it's also very lucky. What do you put in your cacao? Sometimes I put cinnamon and cardamom. If I'm making like a golden milk type of thing, I will put that in there if I make it from scratch. Sometimes just water. Um, every once in a while, like I'll sweeten it with maple syrup. Sometimes I'll mix it with my coffee. I have an ancestor that likes mixed. So I'll make it and mix it. And yeah, that's what I usually do. I feel lazy with tarot cards, but I love them. Well, I'm like, maybe I'll make my own symbols for meanings on cards too. I want to make oracle cards. Yeah, make sigils. They're called sigils. I love twinkly lights. Yeah, me too. I was actually thinking of getting some. I feel like I need some here. And this place is just so cute and like has this earthy vibe to it. And like my patio, because my house is like fenced in, my patio has a lot of trees and ropes and all this stuff. I'm like, yeah. But also I'm thinking if I put the lights out there, my little adventure cat is gonna like, I just imagine him jumping up and swinging and pulling them all down. Like he has that kind of energy. Since he's always at my window running into the glass. I love fairy lights too. I'm glad everybody loves them. I love the twinkle lights. I put some on my boy's bunk bed. It's too cute. Oh my gosh, I love that. Yeah, they go well like everywhere. I started liking them when I was really young, but also I had a lot of fear of the dark because of my gifts. And so those were always really nice to have around. They're just very soothing. And it's a great way, like if you have the soft white ones, to wind down, like instead of using normal lighting and things like that. Like if you don't want to use candles, like you can use those. I definitely see collaboration for me. Yay, twinkle lights are so wonderful. Oh my God, I just realized that I have fairy lights in almost all of my rooms. Yeah, they found their way into your life. I love fairy lights. They just make me feel like so like happy and whimsical, but they also kind of, they mimic like fireflies and things like that. Which, by the way, has anybody seen fireflies in real life? They're amazing. Like in the middle of nowhere with water. It's the most beautiful thing I think I've ever seen in my whole life. So magical. I remember the first I was like standing there and I was like the sun was setting and then I was like, oh, it's dark outside, and then it was like dee, 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 and it was like tears of joy. That sounds amazing. See, Fairy Wonderland is definitely the goal. Yeah, it's so fun. But yeah, I'll feel I have forgiven myself for everything I felt sad about or some regret or something last night. I was saying, I forgive you. Oh, that's so sweet. Y'all are doing so amazing. I'm trying to find some good cacao. What state do you live in? I can't remember. Definitely go to the Latin American communities, like Botanica. Go to like one of those places. A lot of places who sell cacao, sometimes it's not even good cacao. Oh, sigils. Okay, yes, that's what I'll add to my fun project list. Yeah. Were you there when we did the sigil making class? See, I loved where you filmed your latest video. Which video? I feel like I'm always filming. I have a new one I'm dropping today. The one in bed? The one where I was in bed? Or at the pool? It was actually my friend's rooftop. She's my neighbor. Oh, in my house? In my house. You mean in my house? There's a cat that stays under my boyfriend Bro's car at their house. Speaking of cats, it's white and stares at us. It's cute. Yeah, this cat is white and brown. There's some cats that are just not shy. And he's not shy. And he's just like, hello, are you going to let me in? And he loves going into the bedroom. like my room and then laying on the bed. And I have to like chase him down to every time. If the door is even cracked just a little bit, he's like, he looks at me and then he goes, stop doing that. And he lays there. I'm like, why do I feel like you're actually telling me to take a nap? Yes, I believe that my boys are very gifted also. I'm sure they are. The lights comfort them along with all my automated lights around the house. Yeah, I'm sure they are. So many kids are gifted, and a lot of people don't know how to take care of that. But I'm glad you're like tuning into that. There's a lot of little things like that you can do. I'm in Florida. Oh, you have huge Latin American communities. If you find like a like a Mexican market or something like that, or even some sort of similar community, you'll find it. You'll find it very affordable. Very, very affordable. Or even if you go to, speaking of him, he's here. The little cat, do you hear that? Like, meow. Always something with that cat. Or even if you go to like if they have an open market, like a farmer's market. Fireflies by the water just remind me of a scene in Hunter x Hunter. Ooh, what's Hunter x Hunter? I wasn't there for sigil making class. Okay, I couldn't remember. Yeah, that was a fun class. The one in your house where you found. Oh yes, yeah, that's like part of the living room. It's. I love this house. It's so great. I love it for however long I'm going to be here. But I love it a lot. It's a very magical place. It feels like I'm in a little fairy jungle. And I also have like really high walls around my house and then a big gate. So I feel quite safe. And also if like I wanted to walk around naked, I could. You know what I mean? It's fun. It's great. It's so fun. Which I've been doing sometimes because why not? Yeah, it's one of my favorite places. I'm gonna film some more video. I have some more videos coming for you all. Are they helpful? I want to ask everybody, are the videos helpful? What are you wanting to see more of? Like, do you want those kind of videos? Do you want tarot videos? What do you want? What time is it? 2? My friend's so funny. So you're going to be meeting her soon, the one who did the neurodivergent thing. She like fully was raised in a household with no sort of spirituality whatsoever. So any sort of thing I say about anything, like the moon, she was like, what is an apothecary? Like what? Like she lives also in like a very, very, very white part of the East Coast. And so we're going to have a conversation on how we can make some fun stuff together and share with you all. Because I think it would be really fun. And she's like, what the fuck is this? Oh my gosh. She's like, I'm adding this to my list. She makes me laugh. Ooh, it's an anime. Okay, I'm going to write this down. I also recently discovered an anime app, but because sometimes I experience ADHD, I can't remember the name of the app that I downloaded. Anybody else have that problem sometimes? I'm writing it down. Hunter x Hunter. Yes, they help. I like seeing when you're out and about too, like at the beach. And when's the last time you truly lived? Stuff like that is fun. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do some more videos out and about. Out and about. Thanks for saying that. 12:12. Yeah, yoga by the beach. That's so funny. I've been thinking about that. Literally, I've been thinking about that. Well, good to know. Yoga by the beach, tarot. Hold on. I'm going to take a screenshot. Ah, Frizzle. Okay. I'm taking a screenshot so I don't forget. More tarot, more money advice. I was told to stop watching so much tarot from others, but for me personally, I'm doing my own tarot, which I think is good. Good. Self-worth, confidence. Okay. I'm watching Konosuba with my boyfriend now. So funny. I love that you're watching it together. Oh, talks. That's what you meant. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, anything you think of, you're welcome to tell me. I have been thinking of bringing my tripod to the beach. I'm literally like 2 seconds from the beach. And usually I'm out there when the sun is rising. It's a very beautiful space. Maybe these are good things to make courses for and self-worth, especially for neurodivergent peeps. Yeah, absolutely. 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 You should do that for your folks. I still have one other program. Technically, I have like 4 that I haven't released. I soft released one of them not that long ago. Actually, it was over a year ago. Time just flies. The Manifesting the Muse in You. That one is all about mysticism. I think the repair person is here. Different repair person. Here's ET. I love all of this. Money advice. More money advice. Nia, when you say money advice, do you mean like money magic or just money advice in general, money management? Also with tarot, what kind of vibe do you like with tarot? Do you want general reads? Do you want pick a cards? What do you want? Also, with yoga at the beach, I just love picking people's brains. Is it the AC one? It's not that person. He, I think, is fixing the water tank. He's fixing the water tank. There's something going on with the water tank. It's like invisibly drinking water. I don't know. It's really weird. I was like, this is funny energy. I wish it was the AC one. I have AC in the kitchen. That's what I have on right now. But I need it fixed in my bedroom. I love options. So pick a card. I can try a pick a card. I haven't done one in a while, but I really want to. And yeah, I feel like I might also get some new decks. I haven't decided. I try not to buy too many things because sometimes Spirit's like, okay, bye. Like, you've been here. Oh, it's time to leave. And I'm like, but I just got this. Do peeps want to know how to get more money in general and like how to keep it, manage it? Are you asking me or just in general? You're asking everybody? Money management and magic. Okay, empowerment around making money and dropping limited beliefs. Okay, I love that. Okay. I need to take a screenshot. I do really well with screenshots because it goes straight to my desktop. Okay. I love this. I highly recommend manifesting a financial professional, which is very different than a financial advisor. I manifest one and he's the best person. Oh, one, he's so great. I heart him. Pick a card, yes, and generals. Okay. Yeah, you keep dropping them in the chat. Whatever you want to know. I'm taking screenshots. and generals. Okay. I probably should have waited for more things before I took that screenshot. It's all right. Maybe how to not block themselves from receiving and making money, how to avoid self-sabotage. I like Mia's comment, money management. Okay. Is that something you want to see, Elle, or are you just speaking collectively? Even a tarot on what's leveling up in your spiritual gifts. Ooh, fun. Okay, I can do that. I love that stuff. Shall I remove you into the collective? Sometimes that makes me tired, but I love doing it. All righty. You don't have to pull my finger about it. Just kidding. Yeah, general inquiries, perhaps they ask you about these things too and all. I like the readings where peeps have numbers and signs on the bid, like 888, pink water bottle. Yeah, I was making a lot of those in the beginning, and then I stopped making them, which I can totally do again. Right back at it. It is fun. I think it's fun. Also, I want to be helpful to people, but it sounds like I should also bring back some of the things I was doing before. So that's good to know. That's what I need to know sometimes. Do you like the live tarot readings or do you prefer recorded? What's your vibe? What's your vibe, tribe? I can definitely do that. I love making those little videos. I just took a pause from it. I started to feel really disjointed with them for a while. I don't like to create things when I feel that way. People want to believe in magic even if they are not spiritual or whatever, but they want to believe in miracles and hope and magic of some kind. That's so true. I like the live tarot readings. Okay. Come on. I'll listen to yours on Tarot Tuesday, definitely. Oh, thanks. I love both, to be honest. Different vibes, but both great. But I love tarot, so I'm probably biased. I mean, this is an opportunity to tell me. So what you like is what you like. You should be biased about it. You know what I mean? You just gotta. You gotta. It's 222 here. Oops. That's how I break my phone on accident. Easy peasy. Okay. This is giving me a lot of information. I'm very excited about it. So I'm gonna make some more channeled messages and things. True. And I'm excited about tonight. It's gonna be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Tarot 101. I need to also start setting the stuff for next month so everything's there. When I see pick a card reading, sometimes I want to hear all of them. Do you sit and watch all of them? Even if I pick one. Even if I pick one only. LOL. That's so funny. I wonder why. Maybe you just have messages in other ones. I am back. Hi, Claire. I'm learning that I'm too fairy for a traditional job. Yeah. I feel like fairies don't do well in traditional jobs. We've got too much magic to be flunking around with all this heavy energy of other people. It's like, we need to have fun. Get out of here. See you later. I had to like plan all the birthdays. Well, one, because my boss was sexist. But also I was like, if I can bring joy to someone's day, why not? I was like, fairy explosion all over your desk. And I would do themes based on what they liked. I'd be at work at like 4 a.m, tying and braiding all of these things, cutting out stuff like Elf, literally. I was watching your flow state video again recently, and I liked it. Also, your videos of signs you're a child of. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people have been liking those. Okay, I'll make some more. Oh, the internet went out for a second. It feels like what I'm gonna end up doing is like, I'm gonna create a new schedule for these videos. Like I'm gonna do probably some sort of channeled message that week, some sort of tarot reading, which, by the way, the ancestors took the tarot reading and put it to the public. It was technically for the members. And literally they were tinkering on my computer. And so it was public. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, it's just meant to be this way. I was like, what's happening right now? So, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm gonna fucking knock this cup over is what's going to happen. I'm going to do a channel message, probably a tarot reading, some sort of lesson for the week, like maybe a deity or like some sort of concept around spirituality or enlightenment. I think I might be in that flow. And you all can have the videos. I should write that down. Because I just be talking sometimes. What's your favorite day of the week to watch videos? I'm curious. This is great. This is great. What did I say? I already fucking forgot the last one. I relate, Claire. Those little eyebrows. Or you're just up. Oh, those are up. I thought you had 4. I thought they were the eyebrow things. I've been so curious about humans and why things are the way they are. Like, I'm like, ooh, humans are interesting from my very perspective. I just like learning. Me too. Okay, good. So I will teach a bunch of stuff. Oh, sneaky for them. They're like, this way is better for us. I know. I was like, whatever. Let me go make another video. I've tried like 5 times to make a video for the membership group, and I'm like, every time like something goes wrong. Not even wrong. It just gets redirected. I'm like, every time. Thank you, ancestors. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, well, what the hell do you want me to do? I'll figure it out. They'll tell me. Sounds incredible, Z. Thank you. Okay, good. Yay. Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, I was feeling the beginning of the week. So then it also has time to like pick up throughout the rest of the week. And sometimes you just need a full ass pick me up fairy magic message right at the beginning of your week, so you can just bunny rabbit through the rest of the days. You know what I mean? Every day. Okay. Hi, Ancient Eyes. How are you? Long time. Oh, I want to add to my comment that what's being a bridge for higher consciousness is all about for why I'm going through what I have been. Yeah. Ancient Eyes, I'm taking feedback and taking screenshots. So if there's anything you want to see on the channel, let me know. Let me know. Also, from this time until what I said, end of January, February, my favorite time to do weird things. Like, this is when I start getting very weird spiritually. And I love it. I like sit within my crone and I just like get really weird. We all are going to get weird. How's your day? How's it going? Yeah, everyone, how's your day? My day's going great. I take a nap. I'm feeling pretty awesome. Are you coming tonight to class? I'm excited to see you all. Also, don't forget to read this Substack and go vote if you haven't already. This is some great ideas. Okay. Other notes. Someone said yoga at the beach. That was very specific. The fuck is going? There's literally a ghost in here, and it drives me bananas sometimes because the doors just open. Okay, I'm making notes. Okay. Empowerment. Let's see. I got an appointment done this morning, but I'm now tired and sleepy. It was worth it though. It's done. I might go to the store today or tomorrow. You're wanting yoga too. Okay. I love weird. What about energy topics? Okay, I can add in. Someone already said yoga. I know. It's literally been on my mind. And I just sent off, because we have some folks coming to town, or my friend does. And so I was like, yeah, if they want to do yoga at the beach at sunrise, I can teach them. So if it's me, just gotta bring my camera. I love teaching yoga. It's one of my favorites. I'm very good at it. I'm feeling good. I'm cleaning. Was tired from yesterday. Energy as far as basic stuff. Maybe that should be a class topic. Okay. Like all energy, like just energetics. I think I'm a budget for my store rent tomorrow, then craft with my boyfriend this weekend. That's so cute. I'm going to highlight this and I need to take a photo. Energetics. You got it. You got it. I wonder if Claire left. Claire, are you here? Did you leave? Are you gone again? I know you're working. We were also deciding, Ancient Eyes, that perhaps videos are going to drop earlier in the week and then they can be enjoyed the rest of the week. I think that's what's going to happen. Ooh, I'm excited to record a yoga video. That's interesting. I'm having lots of downloads as you all are speaking. This is exciting, everybody. This is exciting. Alongside the money advice, management, tarot readings, pick a card, channeled messages. Y'all are going to put me to work. No, I love doing this stuff. The energy in the body, how to feel it, move it, release it. I don't know. I was just telling my partner, you come on every day except Sunday. And I missed you on Sunday. Aww. Sunday's my day with God. Sunday's my day. I was just telling my client too, I was like, you need one day of the week that's your day. And if you want to share with spirit or your ancestors, like that's going to be your day. So I never work or plan or do anything on Sundays. Sunday's my day to be with the sun and do whatever. I literally wake up that day and I'm like, it's whatever day. I'll agree and accept what you choose. Oh, thank you. Awesome. Am I needy? No. I don't think so. I don't think any of you are needy. I appreciate. I'm going to do that so I can do a screenshot. I don't think you're needy. Well, the other thing I was thinking of, like, even though I don't go live on Sundays, maybe I can do like some sort of drop on Sundays. I think I used to drop my vlog on Sundays, but I can't remember. What did I do? I think I dropped my vlog on either Saturday or Sundays on the days that I wasn't going live or doing a bunch of stuff. And that actually did really well. So I'm going to think about that. Or, well, I think what I'm going to do is maybe drop my Substack on Saturdays. I don't know, or Sunday. I need to write this down. This is a whole new schedule. I'm just feeling like we need a new schedule and a new vibe so we can all get in the swing of things. And then I'm going to put it on the Google Calendar. No, I relate. Y'all are funny. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Oh, I missed this one. It's 12:34. Also, I see this often. 1, 2, 3, 4. In alignment. In alignment. And also, I encourage everybody, like on your social media pages, like talk to the people out there and see what they're needing. There was someone who came into like one of my calls, or if I like have a consultation with someone, I will ask them, because like clearly they're there and they're curious, and I love being helpful. And I always, like, whenever I would book a consultation with someone, like, yes, it was like I wanted to work with them, but also it wasn't like they wanted to hear something random. But I love asking those questions because I want to know genuinely what you all are needing. But I also am a firm believer in inclusivity and expression and like feeling seen. And so if I have the opportunity to talk to you or like be one-on-one in a consultation and just be like, hey, like what also do you want to hear? Like, to me, it's amazing because then I'm not just making shit up, which I feel like a lot of healers sometimes do that. But in order to remain out of your ego and actually serve the community, you have to talk to the community. But 9 to 5s and oppression and all that teaches you to not listen to the community. But it's like, what kind of healer would I be if I would just make resources, not asking the community if they need it? You know what I mean? And that happens to a lot of coaches sometimes. And some people just create based on the algorithm, and I get it because they need the money and all that stuff. But I create a little bit differently. And if someone's going to give me the opportunity to share something, like I always take it. You're the best at helping people feel seen. Oh, thanks. I want to put that on a cup. And then quote, Edie Alba. How are you? How the heck are you? How are you been? Are you going to class today? We're doing Tarot 101 too. Yay! But it's true, you know, and for many of you who are starting businesses, like I invite you to do the same. Get to know people who come into your calls. Someone accidentally booked a consultation thinking it was a free tarot reading. I was like, no. I was like, no, you get the free consultation, but there is no free tarot reading. I was giving away tarot readings. But then I was like, since you're here, like, how are you doing? And they were like, didn't know what to do. I'm like, I don't think they're used to people asking like how they're doing. And they're like, I don't know. Like, I've never really thought about it. And I was like, well, we got 20 minutes. Like, what do you need? It was like such a funny thing. And they got really shy and kind of red. And I was like, I don't know what's happening here. Like, maybe I should make some videos on receiving. What do you feel? They're like, I really like what you say. Okay. People are so sweet. We just got to talk to each other. You know, I feel like certain governments, which I will not name, are not good at working with the people. And so our jobs as healers and community educators is to literally help the community. My human fairy magical business. Exactly. It's how you remain ethical. Like I know some people have talked about like, how do I run an ethical business? Well, you keep it centered around the people. You don't make it about you whatsoever. Yes, you should be having fun doing what you're doing, but you can also have a creative outlet while making an impact. And the businesses that are heavily centered around themselves don't always work, especially when it comes to genuinely healing people. Like there's folks who deliver messages, which I absolutely love, and then there's folks who deliver messages and messages of healing. Like that is very different when it comes to like being ethical and like helping people shift in their energy for the long term. And you know, these topics are not everybody wants or is ready to receive them yet. And so it's like, I'm going to squeeze them into everything I've got. I'm like, oh, you like music? Let me just put a lesson in there. You're magical. Tee. They're going to think they're magical because they are. I'm good adjusting to juggling, working, and keeping up with self-care and my spiritual practices. How's it going? Are you feeling balanced? The energy's been thick lately. I had to plug in my computer. Sorry, I said it in my head, but not out loud. Oh, look at all these hugs. Look. Oh. This is why I have lots of hobbies, crafts, and entertaining too, besides guiding, but I'm still understanding how it's coming together. Yeah. It's already together. You just gotta fly. My friend just told me to fly, friend. She loves saying that. Whenever she says that, it's always right when I'm like in the middle of something strange. And then she's like, fly, friend. And I'm like, you always come right when I need you. Just fly, everybody, fly. Yes, receiving bids and boundaries / communication. I feel good today, but oh my God, the past 2 days I was struggling. Yeah. It's the eclipse was strong. It felt a little bit like quicksand. I refused to get out of my nap today. I wanted to, and I didn't refuse. I did because I was going to go live, but I really didn't want to. Like, I was like, oh, no, I want to sleep. I want to sleep like this. I was like, oh, but my beauty. It's fun being by yourself sometimes. You can just be dramatic AF. Like, oh, if I must. I feel you, Ideala. It's been roller coaster and emo, but yeah. It was like emo last night too, with emo music. Kind of. Some emo bands every once in a while. Fly Sky High, Peter Pan. I love Peter Pan. Faye for a while because it felt so at home to me. Fly with the Fairies. Yeah. It's funny because even though I loved fairies and loved Peter Pan, I was never actually a fan of Tinkerbell. I have never liked Tinkerbell that much. But I couldn't, there was something about Tinkerbell that I didn't enjoy. I don't know. Like, even when I was out and I would see Tinkerbell stuff, like it never resonated with me, but I also feel like it was because the entire fairy industry had no fairies of color ever. And I was so confused. I was like, I know for a fact, even as a child, there are not just white fairies. I was like, because I'm a fairy. So make it make sense. But I've always loved Peter Pan, the story of Peter Pan, very magical. I was wondering where you were. And Shawnee and Zawadi. I know, where's Jeremy? I was thinking the same thing. Shawnee's coming to class tonight. Zawadi's doing well. I just talked to Zawadi on Instagram. She's got some internet things still going on. She's like in a spiritual something. Jared just messaged me. Jeremy messaged me yesterday. He's been really busy. So he runs his YouTube and then he has like a full-time job. So he's been in the thick of it. I should message him. I'll message him right now. He'll probably cry. He's kind of like that, like, you know, moody Scorpio energy. But then if you're like, Jeremy, we love you, he like breaks out of it. I'm like, stop working so hard. Come here, kitty, kitty. See what he says. He also hyper focuses a lot. Very common with Scorpios and Scorpios who kind of have ADHD. And when he's in creation mode or editing mode, he's like off the face of the earth. I told him I was going to blow up his phone until he responded. He loves it. It's great. He's kind of reminds me of the Grinch. Like he's around. Like he's definitely around because he'll like if he pops up, he's like, hey, I've been seeing you're doing, like he like pays attention. But he's like not in a social mood then. And he had a cold. He was sick. Yeah, after I watched Peter Pan, I realized Tinkerbell is a bitch. Yeah, maybe, yeah, like I just like felt like I couldn't trust Tinkerbell. Like I was like, homegirl, like kick shit, pinches shit, like was like gets angry, like all these things. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Between the representation and them just like not being super friendly. I'm like, Wendy's hella sweet. Like, like Peter Pan is chill too. I'm like, what's up with Tinkerbell? I'm like, they just, I don't know. Same, she wasn't my favorite. I remember not having her stuff or caring for her. And yeah, definitely see that. I've been managing my true essences of being very like my skin and hair. That is me. I love that. Minnie Mouse was my fave. That's all I can remember. Yeah, Minnie Mouse was mellow. Minnie Mouse also was like kind of a spitfire with Mickey. Like Minnie Mouse held it down. There were some moments where Mickey, like if you watch the original ones, because I would all the time, like Minnie Mouse, like they say, like masculines are, the ones who provide and do all the things traditionally, but there's actually the feminine energy that's doing that. Minnie Mouse had that energy. Same with olive oil and Popeye. Olive oil brand stuff. Olive oil was my favorite. I'm a Scorpio rising. I can attest to that. Make me laugh and I'm in a good mood again. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel with him. Like sometimes I'm like, Jeremy, I'm going to squish you until you snap out of it. And then if I say something like too intense, because he's a Scorpio, he's like, oh, are you mad? I'm like, no, I'm not mad. I'm joking. I'm just feeling so intensely right now. And I try not to like, she's like, don't be mad. I'm like, I'm not mad. I'm like, you're also sensitive. Scorpios, grumpy and sensitive all at the same time. But then like crave all this love. I'm like, well, you have to show up. Show up for the love. Don't run away. Don't run away because there's a fairy Sagittarius that's like, hey, I've got a bucket of love. Yes, hyper-focused Scorpio definitely resonates. See, you like, yeah. Dated some Scorpios. They like, I've also dated Scorpios that have heavy Cancer placements, and they were like, whoa, I almost couldn't handle it because I was like, well, you are like hyper focusing on love and it feels watery, like a vortex. That was a whole different energy. But then there's like the Scorpios that have like fire placements, which are a little bit different, like strong fire placements. I'm just fucking blow up his phone. I already warned him. I warned him. I was like, I don't really like texting people. So if I text you, just be ready because I know when you're in a little bit of certain energy because I can feel it. So I'm just going to just fuck up your phone. Sometimes you got to have the friend. What kind of friend are you? Are you the friend that blows up someone's phone because you love them so much because you must and they find it funny? Like you have that dynamic and it's fine? Or are you the type of friend that's like, say nothing? Or what type of friend are you? A bucket of love sounds like a nice song. Yeah. I should write that down. Should I write a song called A Bucket of Love? I'll write it down. I have so much love to give. I love giving love. That's why I love this job. I just want a microphone and just be like, I love you so much. As many of you know, when you're a very loving person, it's very easy to overgive. And so your lesson in life is not to overgive, blah, blah, blah. Let people show you who they are, all the things. And then you get to a point where your egg goes, and then you got to just explode full of butterflies. And then whoever can handle it will be there. Whoever can't, can't. And then Spirit goes, wait, here's all the rest of your fairy friends. And then you're like, pew, 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 pew. This is so great. I love this. This is awesome. And you're like, okay, I'll see you next week. That was exhausting. But you get it out of your system. And you're like, how productive are you today? Not. I'm a friend that I'll text as what? What's the suspense? And dedicated to Scorpios, LOL. Yeah, what kind of friend are you? But with some of my other friends, I'm not that way. I mean, my past friends, none of my new friends. My new friends, like, will just word vomit and then will disappear. Like, it's just normal. Like, I know, like Jeremy knows he can text me really long messages and that I'm getting them and I'll respond when I respond. And I know that about him too. And that's fine. And then we'll just say a bunch of like really bad jokes and then disappear for like 2 weeks. And then we're like, oh yeah, I stepped on a twig and it sucked. Like we catch each other up from the last time we talked. It's like, I'm taking a nap and I got popcorn stuck up my nose. The usual. How are you? And then you have the friends where it's like, well, then my other friends are like, have you or no, someone said, what did someone say usually? I'm going down the Jungian psychology rabbit hole. And I was like, you know what you should do? You should also look at that in tandem with tarot. Have fun. Bye. See you next week. Go hyper focus. Ooh, you're both. That makes sense. Depends on the friend. Yeah. I ask, when it comes to depending on the friends, I've been thinking about this recently. Are you masking with the other friends? Because past me is not the same as present me. I don't know what I'll do now. Guess we'll find out. Yeah. Mystery of life. Scavenger hunt. People can text me long messages. I don't mind. And I can definitely type long messages. I remember you saying that. That's about all I know. Otherwise, I just text my boyfriend. Yeah. I really had to get used to it. Having friends that hyper focus. Because I'm the same way. My best close friends are the friends who will hyper focus on projects. We are not afraid to do what we need to do or just go back to life, and that time apart doesn't really matter, because it's also kind of a lot of people have relationships too and stuff like that, and so it's not like you would be checking in with your friends. I've never enjoyed certain friends where it was every single day we would be talking about something. It was very exhausting. So then the friends where it's oh, we do this little catch up and then we disappear off the face of the earth for a while. But then if in partnership it's different. But to my energy, does anybody make sense? Do you feel that way? My energy in partnership, it's going to make room for that. So having friends that are constantly needing things doesn't always work, because also as a creative, you like to do your creative things. And when you're a writer or a dancer, whatever your creative stuff is, you're gonna hyper focus. That's just what artists do. So having friends that are not okay with that, it's the worst. It's the worst. It's the worst. I don't want a long text. Send me a long voice message. Yeah, me too. If someone sends me a long voice message, I do tell them after a certain amount of time, I will forget the message and I will likely not go back and listen. I will likely not go back. I'll probably remember the beginning and the end, maybe the middle. Oh, that's a lot of words. I might be. Oh, I used to do a long voice message, but I like to see it in text in case I forget. Yeah, I mean, well, the nice thing is on Apple now, like if you do the message, it sends the text too. So you can view both. I feel that. I like read and listen combo. Yeah. I'm seeing the veil lift on friends I have and how much I masked around some versus others. Yeah, isn't it wild? But also a lot of closest friends are low maintenance. Yeah, a lot of mine are too. But it's like we can still have that like depth if we want to. But then it's like we also value our independence. But I do realize that like I was like, I really enjoy the friends I have now. And the other friends, if I can't expand with them in conversation or they don't understand what I'm talking about, like I can't, there is no room for them anymore in my life whatsoever. Like, I feel like masking is very sneaky, right? Because you're like, oh, I'm like getting to know someone. It's like, are you getting to know someone or do you know enough about them and you're actually just masking? Kind of got to like watch out for it sometimes. It'll sneak up on you like a little something, something. It'll sneak up so fast. But you do have to give people some time. Like give yourself some time to get to know them if you choose to. Yeah. Like if you find that you are hesitating to express yourself, um, or that when you express yourself, it's not well received, um, that like you may end up masking, meaning like you may not show your full self around them, or you may hold back certain thoughts, or maybe the way you dress, or you might start to like assimilate into their way of living. Like if you have a friend where you know that they operate in a very specific way, but when you go into their space, you shift who you are in order to fit their space versus meeting them where they are, that's where you would be masking. So it's kind of like you have to really pay attention to your energy, right? Like because most people who have worked in some sort of job or corporate setting, there is a level of having to mask who you are. I don't know who that is. That then moves into all of your relationships, all of your ways of living. I don't know if someone was knocking on my door or what. No. Okay. Um, so it's like how you navigate that space. Like I know that if I can see how someone operates and I feel like I'm about to start masking, I'll likely not hang out with them because I know myself, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that they might be doing something, but it could mean that like I'm just not comfortable in that space and I don't necessarily feel like having to go through that journey of navigating who they are and not masking to be their friend. Like I'd rather just go towards the people who I feel like I don't have. Oh, hi. Sorry for the yeah. Yeah, sorry. Sorry because yesterday we Sorry. I have the repair people here. Okay, it was like that in the past. Do you feel like you have any friends that do that now? Or, I mean, past as in the way you showed up. Also want to add, can you be the same around people as when you're alone, if that makes sense? Yeah. I feel like not wanting to fully see or accept yourself can also be a version of that. Masking with yourself. Gratitude for putting me up on game. Yay. Of course. Happy to help. I heard the knocking. It sounded like it was coming from someplace else. But it was my door. It like sounded in a like my window or something. I like that skirt. Thank you. It's a tennis skirt. But sometimes I wear it to ballet. Yeah, it's cute. I like it because it's kind of frilly and fun. I also used to call it me being a chameleon. Not sure if there's a difference. I mean, chameleons, yes, change. They assimilate. They mask to blend in. I feel like a lot of people thought that, I mean, you should be agile in certain situations, but you should also feel comfortable just being yourself. The explanation of masking helped. Good. Yeah, it's definitely how you interact with that situation. Because especially in the US, you're taught to assimilate. You're taught to change based on someone else's needs. So if that's how you are operating, then you're likely going to do it with friendships. And then you're going to get frustrated because you feel like you can't be yourself or you don't feel seen. But then at the end of the day, maybe even how you go to the store, how you dress, how you talk to people, being at work for 8 hours and having to show up based on someone else's rules, of course you don't feel seen. And then if you're someone who's not very good at your self-care practices or expressing yourself or living in your authenticity or feeling empowered, you're not going to feel seen because you're not doing the things that make you the most happy and help you feel seen, which creates like an environment of belonging. And so if you feel like you don't belong in the world, even if you don't articulate it, but your actions express that, then like you're not going to want to interact with the rest of the world in general, which puts you into more isolation and depression and anxiety, which is why healers like me come out and teach you how to love yourself so you feel comfortable showing up as yourself in more environments than just being at home most of the time. Thanks, Idiala. Yeah, I think that's the same idea. I feel I've been that too. Even my therapist called me that. That's funny. Did they tell you how to fix it? Hope they did. Sidebar, anyone else keep seeing 404? Yes, I see that one. Also, I tell myself 404 error code. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, 404. I don't know what else it means, but that's funny to me. I see 404. I do keep seeing exact same thing. Y'all are hilarious. I see and accept myself. This was a lot to get to this point, though. So it's okay if it's a work in progress for a while. Yeah. You learn, right? Because, and it actually echoes the way More Than Worthy is set up, right? Like, in order for you to break free from oppression, generational trauma, the urge to assimilate, to not show up as yourself, it begins with you. And so you cultivate a deep sense of identity, which, is called identity transcendence. And then that grows, and then you can reflect it outside of you in your physical space. And then that grows outside of your house and in your relationships. And then that grows and it keeps going further and further and further, but you have to cultivate it within yourself in order to actually liberate in the rest of your life. And so that journey to self, which is what I call it, is crucial for your happiness in the world. And like your key to liberating yourself from a lot of the lower frequency or more intense emotions that keep you in a state of loneliness, unhappiness, anger, frustration, helplessness, fear, scarcity, like all that. It's like when those emotions come up, it's because there isn't the correct emotions there to help cultivate something else. And so right now it's just cultivating a low frequency. And so you have to kind of dig it up like a plant. You have to dig it up, uproot it, and release it. And put something else in its place. That's where the cognitive reframing comes in and helping you like make sense. And you just build on like layers of an onion. Oh, that's funny, ADL. I'm glad I'm not the one who thinks it's blah, blah. I'm not sure what I look like, maybe somewhere between an uncle, auntie, equals auntie. I like the androgyny. I like that. I think that especially with Love Island, Love Island has been quite the topic lately, but I think there's something else there too. I can chat with the ladies and chill with the fellas somewhere in between. I interesting. Still, the auntie just makes me laugh. I feel like I can definitely hang with the femmes and I can hang with the masculines, but only for a short time. Only for a short time. There's very few I can like talk to for long periods of time before things get weird. I'm like, no. My therapist didn't even think I was neurodivergent. One said you make eye contact, so you're probably not. Well, that is shitty. I can't believe they said that. But you know what? A lot of people are re-educating themselves. And it just goes to show people are people, right? People are people. Just like I've talked about before, how a lot of hiring managers will hire people based on their eye contact. If they don't make eye contact, that means they're like not going to perform well. And so I spent a long time at my old jobs re-educating people on that. Being a part of like leading DEI in these big companies because I was like, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. And you're like a half a step away from a fat lawsuit. So let's not do that. My psych diagnosed me, but she didn't help with the other things. Yeah, sometimes that happens because psychiatrists and things, depending on if it's a psychiatrist, they will do a lot of diagnosing, but then the therapy comes from other practitioners. She was doing her job with prescribing. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they're meant to do. And then they go to you go to cognitive therapy. D, I like the androgyny. It's cool. Yeah. 111. D, I like that. I have forced masks in job interviews. Yeah, because they expect you to be the perfect fit for the job. I actually coach people to do the opposite, to land jobs. And I actually have a program I have a program for everything that I've been debating on rolling out, but I built it out like 3.5 years ago for folks in corporate life. Because I was a hiring manager, was a D, I was very involved. And I started within the companies and actually coaching people to get paid more and how to do that stuff. And then I shifted outside to help people land jobs to get inside companies. And then I started teaching them about how to do promotions or how to get them, how to tie them with the fiscal calendar. We're like, what's a fiscal calendar? And I was like, oh, the key to your money. But it's true. A lot of people end up masking. And I actually teach people, you're interviewing them go in with that attitude. You're interviewing them. Like, always have questions and figure out if they're a good fit for you. Because if they're interviewing you, they already on some level believe you're a good fit. And so sit within that confidence, and let them know that you're taking them seriously and want to know if they're going to be a good environment for your life as well, because you have to be able to thrive in their environment. It's if you always feel like you're being cuckolded into something, or like you're at the mercy of another corporation, it doesn't help you. It doesn't even help you with negotiation. So even if you can go in asking about upward mobility, promotions, right? Moving packages, all the things, interpersonal communication, like I'll just get to know them. Like, you're definitely probably going to land the job. Because they want someone who's a self-starter. So if you can visibly show those skills within an interview, you will likely get the job. Very likely. Unless you end up in an interview with a person who's just a little intimidated and they think that you're probably going to steal their job, then you didn't want to work there anyways. I have issues with authority, so I stare them down and make them uncomfortable. I run this interview. Well, that's the thing, right? Like, just because they're interviewing you doesn't mean they're the authority. We each can oh, it's Jeremy. We each hold authority. Like, you level the playing field. This made me laugh out loud. But it's so true. I totally get that. Make them uncomfortable. That's something I would do. But yeah, sometimes you have to. There were a lot of meetings that I was in, where you just have to learn how to read the room. It's like I was in a lot of rooms with a lot of masculines who didn't quite take me seriously. And so when you use, ancient eyes, like intensity of staring at them, it does make them very uncomfortable. Or using your pauses, or like being a femme, because a lot of masculines will speak over you, especially in corporate settings. And so I was notorious for doing my stare and then waiting, and then when they were done talking, I would still be staring at them, and I would give an extra pause, and then I would be like, may I continue, or do you have more to share? So then they know, and they'd be like, I'm sorry. I'm like, I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything from you. Am I able to continue? So then it's like, I'm gonna let you know, just fuck that shit up, buddy. Like, I'm like, gently, but I'm also gonna do it looking at you sideways. I'm all for it, ancient eyes. I'm all for it. But you gotta read the room. Read the room. And sometimes you need to get your foot in the door before you bust it down, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm a great fit for the job. Then I'm gonna purge it down. I was like, what's your last name? Where's my desk? Who's in charge? Oh, thank you. I appreciate this. I appreciate it. Now I'm going to take you out. I love it. I love it. Climbing the corporate ladder. Taking notes. Yeah, you should definitely take notes. I have a video on asking for promotions. I just got to find it. And I have a program. The program. I think I called it Color Be Corporate or something like that. Corporate colors or something stupid like that. Because I was like, I'm going to gear everybody up to take down the man. Sometimes you just got to simmer on ideas before you go burning the world down. You know what I mean? But I highly invite everybody to just follow their hearts. Follow their hearts. But you should definitely feel confident every time you go into an interview. But yeah, we are extremely forced into needing other people or needing um, the environment that we are in, and that's not always the case. You can stand within your sovereignty even within a job. Um, oh, so ancient eyes. Jeremy was very touched by people asking. He says it's heartwarming. He really is great, but just wanted to share. Oh, how sweet. He said I look great. I do look great. Um, okay. This was a great talk, everybody. I've had a lot of fun. I'm excited to see you all tonight. I can't wait to see you. And again, if anybody has questions about More Than Worthy, definitely book a consultation. Since most of you have been to Z School for the Gifted, you do have access to the equity plan. So I'm here to help you whenever you need. And I'm rolling out that other program, plus Highest Knowing. And it seems maybe even Corporate Colors down the road. Maybe it'll just be a self-paced something for folks who are doing the 9 to 5. Because I want to make sure you all feel empowered no matter what job you go into, even if it's volunteering. You should feel important. You should feel loved. So yeah. Anything else before we get going? Before I see you all tonight? Tiku tiku. Anything else? Oh, y'all are so cute. Bye, Elle. Feel the flame. Yeah, exactly. I feel like I was born in the wrong decade. That's it. Thanks for confirming, Ancient Eyes. I appreciate you. Well, I'm sending you lots of love. Again, I can't wait to see you tonight. Don't forget to bring your tarot deck if you have one. If you don't have one, you can bring an oracle deck, or you can just bring yourself. It's totally fine. But we're going to do a little activity for folks to get used to reading energy. And as usual, I'm going to be answering spiritual questions. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and get excited for this new YouTube schedule that I will be rolling out very, very soon. And yeah, that's it, my friends. I'll talk to you later. I can't wait to see you. Goodbye, everyone.